Thanks for coming. A couple quick comments. Just very much appreciative of the skull session and our student body and fans and those nut job students for staying till the end. So we're very much appreciative of the Ohio State students, which our players are student athletes and are part of it. And we do a lot of things together. So very much appreciative of that. And then second of all, that Gene Smith came down, presented our players with a game ball, the longest winning streak in Ohio State history. We kind of avoided that thing like a team, going through a no-hitter. Now that they have it, they talked about it, and it's over, and we can move on to rivalry week. So I'll answer any questions for you.
Open it up with Todd in front.
Urban, you guys obviously are already in the Big Ten championship game. Michigan State's there, the winning streak. How do you fight that sense of you guys have accomplished something when there still seems like there's some unfinished business yet too?
I don't think that's my job, and that's our coach's job. And I think this week we did a very good job. I mean, it's easy to evaluate how did our defense play, how did the pass defense play, so on and so forth. And when we focus, this is a very good team, a very, very good team. So I don't, obviously this week there's no focus, won't be an issue. It's going to be execution, performance.
Far right, Jared.
Urban, obviously weather a pretty significant factor today. How do you think your team handled the conditions, and did it affect game planning, maybe day of?
Yeah.
Did you have to make any changes because of it?
Well, Philly Brown's dealing with a little injury as well, so offensively I can speak that the weather did have an impact. We're a very good rushing team. I think we rushed again for 300 yards. Braxton Miller, there was only a couple of designed Q runs, but it would be harsh for me to say that wasn't the best he's ever run that I've seen him play. Played very hard, tough, physical, Carlos Hyde, and then obviously those four senior offensive linemen. Defensively, I think Indiana's a throw the ball around offense. I know that we have a lot of respect for that. I know Luke Fickell aged a little bit this week, getting ready for this game. And I think having Josh Perry back, Cam Burrow stepped in for Duran Grant, got dinged a little bit. So a lot of players play well, but I was really impressed with our preparation on defense and the way they executed.
Front row, Steve.
Yeah, Coach. In terms of the defense, I want to talk about Ryan Shazier. I think he was credited with 20 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, a sack, forced fumble, partridge, pear tree, just everything under the sun. Just what's he giving you right now after last week and this week? Yeah,
he's playing at a very high level. Very emotional guy that has a heart the size of a heart. His heart is everything. I mean, he's very, like I said, he wears his feelings on his sleeve, and the players love him for it, and so do I. So he's a very emotional player that plays that way in the field. Playing great right now too.
Front row, Tim.
Yeah, Urban, just talk about the defensive effort today. I mean, were you gave up the 2 ones at the end, but were you, compared to the way it went last year, were you proud? I mean, just talk about what you did.
Yeah, it makes you sick. When we dropped the ball on offense, it made you sick because the game should be over. And that was disappointing. But it was a great performance all the way around and not even close to last year. Effort at one point was a problem in last year's game. Since that day, their effort hasn't been a problem. We had some, execution errors over the year that you're going to have in football. But let me assure you, there's no effort issue at Ohio State.
Hey, Grant, by the way, Duran Grant, is that a serious deal?
No, I don't believe so.
Left front, Bill.
And Curtis Grant should be back next week. We could have played him this week, but didn't need to. What's that?
What was the emotion like today for you, knowing that these seniors who have done so much for the program, this was their last game, just Carmen, Ohio, things like that? What was it like for you?
Well, one thing I learned, and this is interesting, 1986 when I was here, was my first experience with, a place like Ohio State where I'm in the middle of it as a graduate assistant, and I used Jim Lachey and Archie Griffin and all these great players come back and be a part of this program, and it's funny, I would notice that the ones that were part of something special were always back. They kept coming back. They kept wanting to be around. And then as you grow a little older and become more experienced, the greatest thing that happened today is every one of those players in that locker room is going to come back now and be part of this, because there's going to be a special place for them around that facility and what they've done, the longest winning streak in Ohio State history. That's all I not all I remember, but that's a big part of what drives me, is to see the players be able to come back and say, hey, look what we did, because I saw it. And that's the first time I really experienced that was here in Columbus, Ohio in 1986, when I saw these former players coming back, the '68 national champions. champions and these other Big Ten championship teams, they come back and they celebrate with their families. And I just think that's one of the greatest things that can happen to a college football player.
Second row middle, Tom.
Urban, I just wondered, Braxton Miller went into the end zone twice airborne, and he's playing without a brace. I don't know if you got a little nervous or what you thought of those.
Yeah, we ran a little trick play. If you saw, he was trying to throw it to Hireman on the little jazzy, we call it jazzy, Kenny G. I did not come up with that, Herman did. But jazzy is a little play that we run, and I was hoping he'd throw it, and he's a great athlete. And, yeah, I'd rather him not do that, but, do what he's got to do.
Far left, Doug.
He played really, really well today.
Urban, you've won 2 national championships, had an undefeated team last year. Just in the context of how good teams play, where is this team right now at
Really
11-0?
Across the board.
I think to really, if you're asking me to compare, I don't know if you can. I mean, that's, I'd have to go back and really, really think about it. I know one thing, that this team is playing at a very, very high level. They're focused each week, and that's our job to maintain focus again this week. So on a national level, we have enough to work on, and this week you're going to hear some very generic answers about everything, because, I'm not being a jerk to you guys. It's our focus is on beating that rival team. That's it.
But you know what a championship team is like just from your past. I'm not asking you to compare.
Sure you are. You are trying, and you got a deadline or something to handle. I get it, but
the context of the level you have to be at to be that.
we're a very, very good team right now, and we got a big game coming up this weekend.
Second row middle, Bob.
Urban, can you talk a little bit about what goes into a winning streak like this? There's a lot of things that.
I think it's consistency. I think, week in, you see it, every once in a while I'll take a peek at the scoreboard, you see scores show up and you're like, oh, what happened there? And for this team to do it 23 times in a row, that's an incredible testimony, first of all, to the players. I mean, Tuesday's practices are not a box of chocolates around here. Every week you better show up or you stick out like a sore thumb. So first of all, the players are incredible, consistently performed over this 2-year period. And then I really want to mention my staff. I mean, we haven't had any turnover. The alignment is without question, they are perfectly aligned. There's no, we turn the ball over at the end, and I've been around some defense coaches would have been act like, just would have, had to go back out there and play. You know what our defensive coaches do? They go coach, because that's what we expect them to do. What our offensive coaches do when they're giving up some points, they coach. And that's probably why those things happen, where you get a nice long win streak.
Far left, Obi.
Coach, one of the things that you're teaching the players is discipline, hard work, and obviously how to win and be champions on and off the field. One of the other things that I hear from some of the players is that you're teaching them how to celebrate also, how to enjoy the moment. Can you talk to a little bit about that, how you're connecting with them on that?
I'm not sure the question, but what I think, what I just told them, I said, we can, if there's something you're going to do tonight that will help us win this game next week, do it and do it a lot. And so learn how to be a pro. You win game, you expect to win games here. Act like you've done it before, and spend time with your family, spend time with your friends, get back to work tomorrow. So once again, I'm not really quite sure the direction of the question, but we do spend a lot of time discussing how to take care of yourself and make sure we are a purpose-driven team, and that purpose comes to a head next week in Ann Arbor.
Couple more questions. Middle, Bill.
When was the last time you coached in the snow? Was it Utah? How much does that change things? Would you like to see some of the southern schools play in this?
It probably was. The snow was, we won 3-0 in Provo, Utah one year. 3-0, that's how bad it was. So I thought it was kind of cool, and to hear Hang On Sloopy in the snow was kind of brought back some good memories. So do we want a southern team up here in December? And you're trying. I'm not going to answer it because we got a big rivalry game next week.
Far left, Austin.
Urban, you've stressed making sure that nobody takes for granted how hard it is to win a game. You've done it 23 times in a row. For you or for the players, have you sensed any
complacency at all getting it done afterwards?
I really haven't, and that's something that our staff and I have people that try to help me with that, and I don't feel that at all, because I think these are good guys. They listen, and our coaches do a really good job about just the next play, the next down, and obviously the next game. So, no, I don't feel that at all.
You're not tired of winning?
Oh, no. Love victory. We have victory meal tomorrow night.
Final question.
23rd victory meal.
Yeah, Coach, is there a 24-hour rule here, or do you immediately go? What are your thoughts on the team up north?
I've not really watched much of them on videotape. I just have great respect for this rivalry. Humbled to be a part of it. When I say great respect, I mean it almost makes me in awe. It makes all, 8 of my 9 guys are from the state of Ohio, and one wishes he was from Ohio. And the respect we have, which means with respect and being a part of it comes the incredible, I always say this, and the responsibility sometimes can be overwhelming what we have to do next week. So we take it very serious. We're working the game as we speak. We're all going to go home, see our families. We're coming back tomorrow and ready to go.
Are you excited to experience it up there?
Oh, I'm excited to be, I'm humbled and excited to be part of it. Yep.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody, if you could move the chair.